we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. To drive on the ground, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Pickett sets up play action. He's got a man complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now Pickett. The quick slant caught. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again with Pickett. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
In motion left, that's Cooper. Third and 2, Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that it gas.
He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Back to throw, Pickett. Touchdown! Calvin Austin from 4 yards out. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Steelers 14, Browns 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down, Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Watson off play action. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Watson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 68 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think
there he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little not too far. It brings up third down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off play action. Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Pickett going to keep it himself. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 28, Browns 14. Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. Back 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to let it go again. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Steelers pick over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett sets up play action. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player,
and now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Watson's throw there complete to Myers. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
executed it to perfection.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 55 yards.
And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
From the 27, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is taken at the 18.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become...
He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Now Pickett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Second down and goal. Pickett buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. Pickett back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On fourth down, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson, escaping the pressure right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
He's going to air one out. Touchdown! Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Right back to Brown. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. This is Brown going up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
An inside give, Brown, across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Running right, here's Brown. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball packed free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978.
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best.